Get committed, that's where it starts, that's the bedrock. There's no shortcut, no hack, no trick that replaces that choice. Decide right now that this life matters, your life matters. I'm 17 now, and hear me, it goes fast. Blink fast, 1 minute you're just getting started, thinking you've got forever, and the next you're staring at the back half of your story wondering where it went. When we're young, we act like time is endless. It isn't. It's the tightest, non-renewable resource you have. And the most dangerous lie you'll ever buy is "I've got time." In one gym I trained it. A line from Rocky Roman 3 was painted on the wall. There is no tomorrow. That's not a catchy movie quote. It's a fact. There is no tomorrow, not the way you think. Tomorrow isn't promised. It's not real until it arrives. What's real is this breath, this instant, this choice. If you're fortunate, you'll get 75 years, 75 winters, 75 springs, 75 chances to feel summer sun, 75 autumns to watch leaves fall. When you count them like that, not as blurry decades but as a finite set of seasons, you feel how quickly it passes and how sacred each one is. Don't waste them. Don't burn another season chasing distractions, running in circles, numbing out with entertainment, scrolling past your own potential. Step out of the rat race, leave the noise, the opinions, the pressure to fit in or keep up, and get back to what matters. Back to you, because what really matters isn't the likes, the cars, or the job title. It's the work. It's who you become when no one is watching. It's how you carry yourself in the quiet. It's how you move when there's no applause. Change doesn't announce itself with fireworks. It rarely shows up in one dramatic moment. It starts tiny, quiet, like two boats side by side and one adjusting its course 5 degrees. Just 5 degrees, nothing flashy, but stretch that out over time, and they end up oceans apart. That's real transformation. Here's the hard truth. The next year will pass regardless of what you do. 10 months from now, somebody will look in the mirror and say, "I'm proud of who I became." Someone else will whisper, "I wasted more time." Which one are you? Maybe you're thinking, "It's too late. I'm too far behind, too out of shape, too in debt, too broken, too tired." You're not if you start now. Progress is momentum, small steps, small wins, one tiny shift, then another, until it becomes a wave. And one day, not far from now, you'll realize you broke the cycle. You changed, you rose, or you stayed the same, and it got worse. That's the piece most people ignore. If you're not getting better, you're sinking. There is no standing still. Time moves, you either rise with it or get buried. Write it all down, what you want, what you need, what must change, what you've been avoiding. Don't just think it, ink it, put it on paper. Set daily goals, monthly goals, 5-year goals. Break them into actions, make a checklist, hold yourself to it. The difference between a dream and a goal is a deadline and accountability. And accountability is everything, whether it's a friend, a mentor, or the person in the mirror. Someone has to hold your feet to the fire. Ask yourself every day, did I do what I said I would? If no, you go again. If yes, you stack another win. That's how you build self-respect. That's how you build a life, one promise kept at a time. A someday isn't coming. It doesn't exist. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are real. A someday is a trap. Comforting words while nothing changes. You want change? Stop waiting for perfect. Take a step, a small one, then another. Nobody leaps a mountain. You climb it, one step, one ledge, one burning reach at a time. Here's something most won't tell you. If you're truly ambitious, you will often feel behind. You'll feel like you're not doing enough. That's not failure. It's evidence you're in the fight. Winning rarely feels like winning. 90% feels like pressure, failure, fatigue. 8% feels like confusion and doubt. Maybe 2% feels like victory, and it goes by fast because your eyes are already on the next summit. That's the reality of high performance. Those people online flashing an easy life, the cars, beaches, parties, that's a highlight reel. The real builders, the ones making things that matter, live in friction and resistance, in the hard, uncomfortable spaces where growth happens. They don't chase peace, they find purpose in pressure, in the grind. They don't chase comfort, they chase clarity, discipline, mastery. So if you're struggling, good, that means you're still swinging, you're still alive in the ring. Keep going, keep pushing. Stop waiting for motivation. Depend on habits, forge discipline like armor, build character like a fortress, and remember, no matter how far behind you feel, the moment you take control of your actions, you begin rewriting your story. There is no tomorrow, there is only now. You don't need permission, you don't need perfection, you need a decision. One choice made with full conviction can change everything. Make it today. Listen up, here's the truth. There isn't a single elite competitor, a champion, a top performer, who hasn't felt what you feel now, lost, tired, overlooked, frustrated. The difference, they got serious, not bitter, not joyless, serious. You don't need to be angry at the world. You don't need to live in pain, but you must get serious about two things that will shape your entire life. 1. Your goals. Where are you going? What will you build in the next 5 years, 10 years? What will you create? Who will you become? What do you want to have? Give, earn, experience, and share. If you don't design that future, life will do it for you. And life doesn't care. It will drag you if you let it. If you want control, if you want to rise, you must be intentional. You must be hungry. You must choose to. Personal development. Become the person who can carry the weight of their own dreams. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. 10 years from now, you'll be someone. The question is, are you drifting into that version, or building it brick by brick, day by day? I had a moment in a filthy restaurant, roaches and rats everywhere. I looked around and thought, this is my life. This chaos is a mirror of me. I said, no more. I walked out, got in my truck, and drove away. That night, I went to work like a man possessed, not because someone told me to, but because I knew if I didn't become someone new, I'd rot in the old me forever. I had to invent a person who didn't exist yet, someone who could carry pain, ignore ridicule, outlast discomfort. I built a calloused mind, a resilient spirit, a drive that wouldn't break. Through fire, through setbacks, through every voice that said, you're not good enough, bet against me, tell me it won't happen. I love it, it fuels me, because this war isn't about proving them wrong, it's about beating me. If I conquer the old me today, I win. I don't care about outside noise, I raise the bar in my own head, that's the only fight that matters. If your life were a movie and the first frame was this moment, what would the hero do next? You already know. Go do that, write it down, what you're changing, what you'll never tolerate again, what you'll never let yourself do again. Put it where you see it daily. That's how transformation begins, in small, consistent acts of courage. We live in a rare era where you can choose your inputs. You choose your books, your videos, the voices that shape your thinking. You can choose to be inspired or to be distracted. The mind is a blade. It doesn't sharpen without heat. It must be heated, hammered, and forged under resistance. That's life, that's growth. You only get stronger by walking uphill. No one improves coasting downhill. Success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming the kind of person who pulls it in. Stop chasing, start building. Work on yourself like your life depends on it, because it does. Build habits, build discipline. Control your inputs, audit your thoughts. Set an alarm every 30 or 60 minutes if you must and ask, what am I thinking right now? What am I allowing into my mind? Is it building me or breaking me? You can control what you think, you can govern how you feel, and you absolutely control what you do. Stop acting like a slave to influence, become the master of your mind, guard it like everything depends on it, because everything does. There comes a time when being average burns, when mediocrity gnaws at your gut, when doing the same thing the same way feels like slow death. Eventually something inside snaps. That fire was always there, you were just scared to open it, scared to fail, scared to finish, scared of judgment, pain, effort, but you know it's there, that calling, that gift, that obsession. It's you, it always has been. The day you stop running from it, that's the day your life starts, so get serious. Get honest, get uncomfortable, push to the edge, and a step past it. The life you want doesn't come by waiting. It comes by war, war with comfort, war with laziness, war with the old you, and that war starts today. This road is brutal, it's raw, it's every single day. People ask, are you happy? But that's not what this is about. If you knew my story, what I had to crawl through to be here telling the truth, you wouldn't ask if I'm smiling. You'd ask how I survived. Where I didn't come easy, it didn't come free. I carry a pride most will never understand, not because of trophies, but because of what I overcame. I've got a face people judge, but behind it is pain, fire, drive. I'm not wired like most. I'm obsessed, and most won't get it. Mediocrity feels good, it's safe, so we surround ourselves with average people who let us off the hook, who hand us that it's okay, you've done enough a card. That comfort is a lie. I left that office and built someone else. I carved a new me out of pain, isolation, obsession. Here's what I learned. If you want to be great, if you want to be a savage at your craft, you'll be misunderstood. You'll be judged, you'll be called insane. That's the point. You will lose people. You'll confuse them. You'll unsettle them because they can't relate to your obsession. They don't get why you're in the gym at 1 a.m. after a 14-hour shift. They don't get why you're still studying film when everyone else went home. But you do, which is why you don't belong in their conversations. You've arrived where few can stand, where balance doesn't apply, where passion outweighs comfort, where focus obliterates distraction. If you really want it, go to war with the normal. Be a little gone, a little off. Be almost insane about your craft. Let your mind live in reps, sets, sequences, hours. You don't even hear small talk. you're calculating, training, visualizing. That's the price. While everyone else chats about games or gossip, you're in the trenches, alone with your mission, because that's your language. If you don't love this game with every ounce of your soul, don't step in. The second you do, life will slam doors in your face again and again. But if you do love it, if it puts air in your lungs, go all in. Obsession beats talent every time. You can have all the gifts in the world, but if you're not obsessed, someone hungrier will take it. There are thousands waiting who would die for what you're casual with. This is you versus you. It always has been. You step onto that field, that court, that stage, and it's not about them. It's about the voice in your head. Are you the best? Then act like it, train like it, think like it, move like it, speak like it. Be it. If you're not, get better. You can. You have the brain, the heart, the potential. You can decide. You can study the plan. You can break generational patterns. You can build a life most only dream of. You can build a fortress around your family. You can be healthy, wealthy, powerful. You can be all of it. So I'll ask you again, why not you let me tell you about the journey? It's ruthless. Back in the military, we do instructor-led runs. Most days we knew the route, start and finish on the way back. When guys recognized the landmarks, they'd grin, loosen up, the end was near. But sometimes an instructor heard that joy and ran right past the end point, and in an instant, everything changed. Smiles gone, silence, heads down, feet dragging. That's when I started taking souls, because I knew what broke. They were living on the hope factor. They hoped the run would stop, hoped the water wouldn't be cold, hoped the weather would be kind. I don't live on hope. I hope the water's freezing. I hope it rains. I hope we run until every weak spirit quits. When the distance is unknown and the finish line dissolves, that's where you find out who you are. So what do you do when it's cold, wet, dark? When your knees ache, your back is tight, your shirt is soaked, your soul is tired, do you rise or start talking? The couch is warm, and my girl said stay, it's cozy, and I've got work later, and I didn't sleep. I'm hungover, and we argued last night, and keep talking, most people do, that's the separation, that's where growth happens. Most are scared of step one, not because they can't take it, but because they are staring 10 miles down the road at everything that might go wrong. That's not how greatness works. You are bound by nothing, except your lack of discipline. Let me be clear. I don't care how talented, gifted, smart, strong, or special you think you are, you're nothing without discipline. The minute life gets hard, and it will, you'll fold without it. Most people wait for motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is the foundation. Discipline is doing what you don't want to do, like you love it. People spend years hunting for purpose. Is it money, family, fame? Your purpose is you. Become the highest version of yourself. That's the mission. Every morning I don't feel like doing the thing. I ask, do you want to feel like a coward today? Do you want to know you could have, but didn't? Comfort is killing people, killing dreams, killing discipline. It's cold. It's hot, and I'm tired, and I don't feel like it. Get over it. Do the things you don't want to do. That's how you teach your body that your mind runs the show. You want to win. Show up when it's hard. You want to grow, train when it hurts. Nothing is permanent. Not pain, not setbacks, not seasons, but your habits, your mindset. Those can last. Learn to perform without motivation. Perform without a pep talk. Move when there's no applause, no support, no spotlight. Work anyway. Most only show up when it's convenient. But what if the car gets repossessed, the lights get shut off? Everybody stops believing in you. Will you still rise? Some people quit after the first no, or when no one shows up, or when the plan fails. What if we all stopped at the first rejection? Where would we be? Then there are the others. They keep going. They keep showing up. They review the dream daily, whispering, it's not over until I win. And that's the difference between hungry and hopeful. Motivation fades, passion cools, discipline is the hammer that breaks walls. It's the edge that separates winners. I wake up most days without motivation. No fire, no rush, but I still move because I don't wait for feelings. I execute, I show up. I grind, the fire arrives after I begin, not before. People ask, why are you antisocial? Why don't you come out? Why are you always training, always studying? Why not party like everyone else? I look them in the eye. Because I'm trying to get it. The clubs will be there tomorrow. The parties will be there next week. Those distractions won't save you when life hits. They'll always be there. Your shot won't. While you chase comfort, I'll chase legacy. While you sleep in, I'll stack reps. While you wait for motivation, I'll create results. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to build me. The truth, the weirder you feel, the more misunderstood you are, the more likely you are to be great. The weird ones are too committed to be casual, too focused to fit in, too obsessed to explain themselves. You don't get to be exceptional and normal at the same time. While everyone else is out partying and preaching balance, The weird ones are locked in, sharpening their craft, shaping something no one else can see. While the world laughs, doubts, and whispers, you build in silence, you build in the shadows, and when it's your time, you don't just take off, you vanish into greatness. But you have to stop with "I can't catch a break," quit the complaining, blaming, and excuses. Every second you spend whining is a second you could spend winning. You could be working, reading, meditating, studying, fixing what's broken, becoming who you're meant to be. If you're waiting for motivation, you're already behind. Motivation is a spark, not a fire. You need discipline. Discipline is doing the hard thing like you love it. It's pushing when your mind screams stop. It's rising when you've got nothing left, and doing one more rep, one more email, one more cold call, one more study session. I've met so many people with talent and potential who won't get off the couch. They won't surrender comfort. They won't outwork their excuses. That's where I found my edge. While they sat in their feelings, I went to war with mine. While they waited for a better mood, I moved. While they talked about what they could do, I did it. The no breaks a crowd. I don't keep them close. I don't want their mindset or energy. I've had bad breaks. We all have. I didn't fold. I figured it out, stayed up late, worked longer, failed harder, came back stronger. You think success comes on clean terms. You think you just show up and win. No, you screw up. You get embarrassed, you lose, then you get back up and go again. Every bad break is a door. You either get bitter or better. I failed again and again. Each failure was a brick. Brick by brick, I built the person I am today. One day you'll look in the mirror and say, I could have been great. You're damn right. I became who I was born to be. There's a moment in every life when you realize no one is coming. No one's coming to save you. No one's handing you anything. Grow up, or stay a child forever, stuck blaming everyone else. That moment is when a boy becomes a man. Those who avoid it stay small, soft, dependent. You want revenge? Don't post, don't scream, win. Success is the loudest revenge. It silences doubt, critics, haters. You don't beat them. You cast a shadow so large they disappear in it. Build it yourself and no one can take it. If they copy the wrong things, because they don't know why it worked. They didn't live it, they didn't suffer for it. When it breaks, they can't fix it. Originals win. If you're going to try, go all the way, not halfway, not until it's hard. All the way. Lose sleep, lose people, lose your comfort, lose your mind if you must. Go all in. That's the requirement. There is no shortcut. You want growth, you want something real. Do it again and again and again until it's undeniable. You will doubt yourself. You'll question if it's working. You'll stress, fall behind, be exhausted, want to quit. Every second of that pain is the separator. If it's hard, good. If it's uncomfortable, good. That means most won't do it. More for you. You want to be a champion. The best. Stop talking. No one cares that you're tired. No one cares about your excuses. No one's coming to fix it. You want your name remembered. Earn it. Bleed for it. Sacrifice. If you won't, move aside. Someone else will. If you're waiting for a sign, this is it. If you're wondering when to start now. If you're hoping someone will pull you out, no one's coming. Silence the voice that says wait. Ignore the whisper that says what if you fail. Burn the comfort zone you keep hiding in. This is your life, your one shot, your only round in the chamber. Whether you rise or fold, whether you become who you were meant to be, that's on you. It doesn't matter where you came from, how many times you've been knocked down, or how long you've been behind. None of that defines you. What defines you is what you do next. You're not too late, not too old, not too broken. You are one decision away from a completely different life. When you stop explaining, stop stalling, stop quitting, and commit to going all in, that's when the game changes. Not because the world got easier, but because you got harder, stronger, focused, unstoppable. You want your name remembered? Earn it. You want respect? Take it. You want a life that makes doubters choke on their words? Shut up and build it. Let your grind speak. Let your results roar. Let your presence answer every question they asked about you. And in those quiet hours, when no one's watching, when motivation is gone, it's just you and the dark, keep going. When the weight is heavy, the climb is steep, the pain is real, keep going. Greatness lives there, in discomfort, in discipline, in relentless repetition of the hard thing until it breaks. No, this isn't for everyone. Most won't make it, but you didn't come this far to stop. You didn't survive all this to quit. You're still breathing, so you're still in the fight. Finish what you started. Go earn the life you were born to live. If you're still here, still reading, then you're not like the rest. You're built different. So mark it. Type a discipline over motivation in the comments. If you're done making excuses and ready to build a life that commands respect, show me who's locked in, who's ready to stop waiting, start grinding, and go all the way. This isn't for everyone, but if it's for you, say it. Remember, only you decide how limitless you are.